17th February, Wednesday. I think of late I'm becoming more infrequent in journaling my daily um, happenings. Probably call it as an aftermath of being overstressed because of the things that are happening in office and probably a little bit at the house front. But things are going really crazy and wild at office, like work wise, the management wise, and everything. It's just going in all direction, and it like every time it goes up, it just falls down in like 10 times the speed, and that's really how bad it is going. The fight to gain the supremacy, or like to show who is the best, who is the boss, and who is the one who is supposed to take the call, is becoming very evident day by day. And literally, we can see that people have started arguing, and I mean, I would say like to the extent of fighting, literally fighting in office, like in meetings. Okay, and I'm talking about this on a global scale. It's not just like India specific. I'm like I can literally see people fighting. That's all I can say as of now. I don't want to go deep. Like even in one of the meetings which just concluded about like an hour or two back, I could see that like people are literally calling out like, okay, don't you know I told you on that day, and this person is like, do you really want to talk about that day? Then I can really open up a can of worms for other things that I have discussed. It's becoming very nasty and very unprofessional. I'm very open in confessing that it's the environment is becoming unprofessional day by day, and it's I don't know. I'm feeling it like very difficult to digest. Like at one stage, like all these things is like stressing me out mentally and all those stuff. And in my house, like my wife is like, okay, if you think that things are not going fine, it's not good and all those stuff, just walk out of that place. Why do you have to stick to that whole dirty environment? Is what she's telling, which is right. But again, this whole fear that I'm living in the last few years, that okay, now I am like around, like as of now when I'm speaking, I'm about 16 years old in a software profession and about 10 years old in this current organization. uh, I think I've got too much of a comfort factor, which is kind of bothering me now. That to see like, is it easy to switch jobs and all those things is what bothers me. Anyway, one good thing that happened this week is about the promotions thing that I was fighting for some of my team members. Me and my immediate manager, we had proposed certain names, and we had put forward the list sometime last year, I think November or something like that. And it was literally on hold, and we were just waiting for the buckets to open up and the higher management to approve and all those things. Now, suddenly, I got an indication that it might be the case, and it happened last week. And this week, my manager reaches out to me and tell that, yeah, one person's thing is cleared, and from my reporting list. And actually, I had sent across two people, and from his side, he has got two of them cleared. I found it very very difficult to accept this. Like it could have easily been four people, okay, and I'm pretty sure that was evident for him. Like he just wanted to make sure, like I mean, I'm very confident when I say this. He just wanted to make sure that his two reportees gets promoted, and just one from my side. And I was not even invited for the call. I was not even made aware of this one. I know that the file that I had shared with the priority list and justification got accessed by my senior manager, but I didn't know why. But I get to know early this week that yeah, they started discussing about it, and my manager was there, and he made his cases go through. And when we were discussing about this last year, like in November, October, November, we had given like kind of equal priority to all of them. And I was like, if given an opportunity, I would have wished to see both of them get promoted, both the people I had proposed to get promoted. But I don't know, I'm not happy because I have a gut feeling that the second person for whom the promotion has not gone through, I mean, I've been told that that will be picked up in next batch or whatever, next cycle, but I myself don't know when is the next cycle. Is it next month? Is it next quarter or next year? I don't know. But the very moment this person gets to know that he's not promoted and one of his friend has got promoted, that will not sound good. I mean, that will not end up getting good vibes. So I'm really worried about it. And my manager has all kind of justification regarding it, that what he has done is right and nothing to worry and all. But I would leave to him to take the call on that one. Now, the same thing is for the bonus. Okay, the same thing, he's behaving in the similar way for the bonus as well. So now the bonus component, the budgets have been allocated, and we have been told to uh, concentrate on giving bonus for about 75% of our workforce for each of our reportees, and balance out the money between them. And now, when I consider that 25% whom I have to let go, I'm taking a person's name. I'm considering a person who has recently got a good hike, and I'm trying to skip that person from getting the bonus because I felt that that person has got a hike, so it's okay compared to others. Now manager comes and tells me like, no, 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 consider that person because that person reports to him on a technical front, and he's suggesting I take some other name. Like, not at all good. I mean, I can clearly see that this is like an evident biasing and all those stuff. So, and if I don't consider that person whom I've already told that who reports to my manager, that person won't be upset. Like, that person is something like, okay, I didn't get, okay, I got it, okay, I got it, like that. That person doesn't even bother about anything. And work front also, the person is like that. But he's too much of pushy that, okay, his person, all his reporters should be happy. I mean, I think I'll stick to my decision about not going ahead with this person. So let me see how that whole thing holds together. But I have to tell one thing about yesterday, which I don't know if that was really the case why I didn't record my journal, but yesterday was like terrible day for me. When I say terrible, it's not about the work volume or anything, but the whole work environment. One thing is, yeah, there was like a planned puja or ritual in the temple next door. So I knew that it will be very noisy and very disturbing. So I decided to go to a cafe and work. So I started searching in the morning, like left at 10 o'clock or 10:30, and started searching in the morning about the cafes near my house. And I ended up going to one of the places. And what a like terrible experience it's been. Like, I don't know how people even manage to work in cafes. One thing is, no, it's not about the music or anything. I mean, there was no music played, but none of the plug points were working, and that was intentional from the shop. And only one plug point was working, and the place it was working, it was right in the entrance, and I can't even sit there and take call because people will be walking in and out. And every time somebody opens the door, it's like the outdoor is like filled, littered with people who are smoking in this cafe, and it was stinking like hell. And I had to bear this for like almost 3 to 4 hours, and I couldn't control it anymore. I just came back home, assuming that things would settle down and maybe this whole music and shor sharaba will start later in the night. And I had my first very important call at 7 o'clock, and I was just hoping and praying nothing starts at 7, at least half an hour break. Sharp at 7, the music starts, and exactly when I was supposed to talk something and something very important, it started, and it went on till 10:30 in the night. So 3.5 hours of continuous music and disturbing. Like, I couldn't even speak anything in any of the meetings, and it was really annoying. And I just got so freaking like upset with this whole thing. Like, yesterday was like really terrible, and that's exactly why I didn't even bother switching on my system. Also, things are better today, but again, office front, the nasty discussions continue. Let's see how it goes tomorrow.